Comic-Cons and anime cons are actually pretty different.
And if you don't know, one is way better than the other.
I'm really hungry. Let's do this episode because I gotta eat. It's not true. Don't listen to him. I run this ship, and I run a tight ship. Alright? A tight one.
A tight one?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do?
What do you mean, what am I going to do?
You run a tight ship, what are you going to do?
Become the Pirate King.
Oh. Because that's not Luffy's dream.
Luffy's going to have to go through me, buddy. And he's probably going to do it with ease. Today, we are on Weekday 1-Up.
It'll mildly inconvenience him for half a second.
Maybe not even. You probably won't even notice I'm there. He'll be like, what was that? Gotta go become the Pirate King. Welcome to Weekday 1-Up. It's Friday. Right?
Friday.
It's Friday.
I almost did that, and then I was like, no! Not doing it!
You young kids don't remember that. Were we seniors? We were juniors when that came out.
Yeah, because then the next year...
Senior prank.
The senior prank. No, our senior prank was to play Friday.
No, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah, that was our senior prank.
Our senior prank sucked. Yeah, the people before us, their senior prank was to put the paint all over the windows in the car.
Yeah.
Or in the car lot.
Yeah, they rode on all the cars, which was, again, terrible. And that one wasn't an approved one. Anyway, today we're talking about anime
Because
cons.
what approved senior prank is good?
Apparently, Mr. Weiss's senior prank, our math teacher, they let pigs run around the school.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't think that was approved, bro. From what I heard. Would you really think that school would approve letting pigs loose?
It wasn't our school. Mr. Weiss didn't go to our school.
I know, but I mean a school.
I don't think they care.
I don't see it, man.
Anyway, today we're talking about anime cons versus comic cons and which one is better in our opinion.
Yeah, in our opinion, we like one better than the other. And honestly, if you know anything
there's pros and
about
cons
us,
to both. More pros to one, more cons to the other. Cons.
Yeah, I was thinking that. There's pros and there's cons.
To these cons.
To cons. So...
And
have we talked about this before?
Not on here.
We talked about size of conventions.
Now, when we say this, no offense to anything, but I'm going to come out and say it. Which one we like better, is that all right?
Whoa. Why don't we save that till the end, man? Give him a little treat dangling in front of him.
What's the big reveal? All right. If you want to do that.
So, we like anime cons better.
You douchebag.
That's just personally. He hates me. He's so mad at me right now.
Oh, you're a douche.
Okay, we like anime cons better, but I'll let you tell why.
Okay, anime cons are much better.
In our opinion.
Yes, this is our opinion. No offense, warning. If you like comic cons better, good. But we like anime cons better because the atmosphere is better.
Totally.
The atmosphere is much better.
What do we mean by this? Every Comic-Con I've been to, I'm not saying that everybody's...
I've been to about 4 Comic Cons.
We've not been to a ton, so we could be very wrong. But as of how we've seen it so far, every Comic-Con I've been to has been... The people aren't as open. Like at an anime con, people are literally... And maybe some people find this annoying, but people literally just run around, do pretty much whatever they want. Like anything they want. Really, anything. And like... It's just free reign. It's like there's no rules other than don't kill each other. Like literally just don't kill each other. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it. And everyone's open. Everybody's making friends. We're all best buddies. And at Comic-Cons, people, in our experience, kind of stick more to themselves, stick more to their group. They don't really... There's not as... It's more people... There's tons of people there, but they're just kind of walking to their destination.
This is our experience.
Yeah,
Your experience is different, Yeah,
maybe you've had a different experience, but in our experience... That's not to say people don't talk and people don't make friends, but I feel like it's on a much lower scale.
I mean, yeah, I've even been to Comic-Cons and been like, I don't want to talk to these people.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. There's something about just the atmosphere, the feel of it. It just doesn't feel as open and as inviting. An anime con, you come in and it's like, I belong here. A Comic Con, you come in and it's like, I'm a visitor here.
Yeah, like
it's the best way I can explain it. Like, I'm visiting this con. At a anime con, it's like, I live here for the weekend.
You feel like you are like there, whereas a Comic Con, you feel like you're the guest for a day.
That's
or so.
definitely how I feel about it.
I don't understand people who can go to a Comic Con, maybe San Diego, New York, but like
a smaller Comic Con,
a smaller Comic Con, and be there for the whole weekend.
Yeah,
I don't. But another thing that is way better about anime cons, in my opinion, is you don't have to pay to meet the guests. Let me reiterate that. You do not have to pay to meet the guests.
And hang out with them and chill with them and do whatever you want. Get pictures with them.
Perfect example. So, Todd Habercorn. English voice
I know
actor.
him.
We met
pretty
him,
well.
We have met him at
We're like this.
At least 40% of the cons we've ever been to.
A lot of them.
And anytime we see him at an anime con, he can go up, he'll sign your thing, he'll take pictures, no money spent. You can see him in the hallway just walking around. Hey, Todd, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Like, I'm desensitized to Todd Habercorn.
Oh, yeah, it's just Todd.
Just Todd. You see Todd walking around. It's not like, despite your opinion, it's not like when you see Vic walking around, Vic Mignogna walking around, you're like, oh my God! He's walking around, or Troy Baker walking around.
Oh, that's probably a better example.
Troy Baker walking around. You're like, oh my God, it's Troy Baker. But okay, so like I said, an anime con, free to meet all these people. I went to the Indianapolis Comic Con a few weeks ago, a month ago maybe, and Todd Habercorn, Bryce Papenbrook, and one other English voice actress for anime that I didn't understand. It was $10. $10 for picture and autograph.
I know what you're saying.
Why do I gotta pay $10 to meet this person when I can go to Chicago Anime Central and Todd's gonna be there and I can meet him for free?
No, I know what you're saying. $10? That's not even that big of a deal. A lot of times at an anime con, you gotta buy their stuff and have them sign it anyway. That's like $10, but you don't have to buy their stuff.
You don't.
You can bring your own thing.
If I wanted,
and it gets much more expensive. I'm sorry, but any guest, not just like Todd Habercorn, any guest I'm not gonna say every anime con, but I'm coming up on 30 this year, 30 cons, and not one of them has made me pay. So I'm sure there's some of them out there, but for the majority, you don't ever have to pay. But every single guest at Comic-Con, you gotta pay for, and if they're bigger, you gotta pay more.
And the problem is, a lot of people are like, oh, that's the actor that they're getting, that's them wanting their money. And
it's the Comic-Con.
It's the con.
The con,
that's how the con is paying to get these people.
Yeah, you're paying the con when you're paying to get their signature.
Yeah. Like I met Jenna
at least
Coleman.
at the cons we go to.
I met Jenna Coleman from Doctor Who, took my sister. It was $50 for her and I to get a picture with this woman, which was awesome. But I mean, for the split second it was literally, we went in, saw her, took the picture and was out within 10 seconds. And
you gotta remember, we are anime con spoiled.
Yeah.
We not grew up, but we learned cons from anime cons. So to then be thrown into a Comic-Con environment where like you got to pay for all this stuff, it's so foreign to us and it just doesn't make sense. If you grew up on Comic-Cons, you're probably like, these guys are just whining. That's just how it is. Mm-hmm. But compared to an anime con, I just like that better. But I got another thing.
Okay.
And I think it also goes along with what helps to make the atmosphere better and feel like you're living at the con. And that's that Comic-Cons are not Comic-Cons. Anime cons don't end. They start on Friday, then they end on Sunday. And between there, it is always going. There is always panels. There's always something going on. Where with most every Comic-Con I've been to, they'll close around 6, 8, maybe 10 at the latest. And there's not stuff going on throughout the night. I really like that at anime cons. They've got the 18 plus panels going on all night. They've got like raves, dances, and stuff going on all night. If you want to rave at a Comic-Con, or at least at the ones we've been to, you gotta go find a party somewhere. You gotta go, they'll have like after dark Comic-Con raves like at a bar, at a club. But it's not put on by the con, it's not in their giant panel room. I don't know, I really like that it just keeps going all night. Now, you can just hang out in the hotel and pass out with your friends and be like meeting people. Be like 2 a.m. and there's like thousands of people around you.
Mm-hmm. Now, we're really ripping apart Comic-Con, so I think we should talk about a few of the positives.
Okay, and some negatives about anime cons? Wait, I can't think of any of them.
There's a few. You have a whole video about it.
Oh, yeah, I did. 10 worst things about anime cons.
There's at least 10.
Yeah.
But
Well, a lot of those overlap with Comic-Con. So.
now, two things right off the bat that I can say I already am like, okay, Comic-Cons do this better is you may not get as excited about it because, you know, you don't watch as many movies, but the guests that they can get.
Yeah. They have a bigger pool.
They're guests, like they get guests from Doctor Who, Game of Thrones. They get like voice actors from the Disney movies. They just get a big variety of guests that they know people will love.
And now everyone's saying that's why you got to pay because they're big guests.
That is why you got to pay because they're big. But you know, it's again.
I still don't like it.
I don't like it. You know, and the story I had with that was at this Comic-Con. You know, my sister. We went to the Jenna Coleman panel. My sister, who's 10. Really wanted to ask Jenna Coleman a question. So we got in line at her panel, and then right when we were maybe 100 feet from her, and still in line, the people said, all right, no more questions, and then we were like, crap. So I said, I know. We can go get in line, and I've been to Comic-Cons where you can do stuff like this before. You can go, say hi to the person, shake their hand, maybe get a hug, but you still got to pay for the picture and or autograph. But you can go up to them, say, hey, and I thought, we'll do that here. We can go. She can ask a question, get a hug. You know, be a little more time than that picture was. And I get in line. The lady's like, okay, do you have your voucher? I said, for what? She goes, for what? I was like, okay, well, how much is that? Thinking, you know, $10 to stay in here, see her, you know. And she's like, oh yeah, that'll be a $50. I was like, but I just paid to get an autograph. She goes, yeah, I just wanted to do the hug and get a picture and ask a question for my sister. And she goes, no, you can't do that here. It's autographs only. And I was like, are you kidding me? So that's another thing that sucks about Comic-Cons.
But they do get better guests, and I think Comic-Cons win overall in a dealer's room.
I was just about to say that.
I'm not going to say they got better dealer's room than everywhere. Go to Expo, go to ASIN, go to Otakon. But, like, in general, even a small Comic-Con will have a sexy dealer's room.
Oh, my God. Oh, so many good items that you just walk by and you're like, why am I broke?
Yeah. Like, they do. They've got anime cons on that. They've got the dealer's room, for sure.
The dealer's room. Oh, I can't even imagine what San Diego Comic-Con's dealer's room is like.
I would forever there.
I would probably camp there for the week.
Bring, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
But that's the two positives things that I can know is they got good guests and they got good the dealers.
Good cosplay.
Good cosplay. Yeah, cosplay is really good.
Not to say anime cons don't, because they definitely do, but I feel like even at smaller
But because Comic Cons are so like...
The name Comic Con.
Yeah, and when we say Comic Cons, we don't mean Comic Con. We mean there's like Comic Con, there's Pop Con, there's Awesome Con,
yeah, we're talking about
just
anything that's based around comics itself. Well,
yeah.
MegaCon's multi-genre.
Well, I said MegaCon just because I was going through it in my head, but yeah.
That's pretty much it. What do you like better? Are you an anime con guy like us or gal? Or are you a Comic Con guy or gal? Let us know why, and if you like Comic Cons better, enlighten us. Like, don't be harsh. Just teach us.
You know,
teach us about it. What are we missing?
Did we leave out anything that was positive about Comic Cons that we're just kind of because we're kind of rushing through it?
We don't want to say Comic Cons are bad because they're not. We still go to them.
Yeah, we have fun.
Yeah, we have fun at them, but it's just if there's like a big Comic Con happening the same week as a big anime con, I'm gonna pick the anime con.
Like say the Indie Comic Con was happening the same weekend as Shudocon.
I'd go to Shudocon.
Shudocon.
I'm even to the point to say.
Okay, I'm good.
Say ASIN was happening. You might not agree with me on this. Say ASIN was happening the same time as San Diego Comic Con. I would go to ASIN.
I probably would do that.
But you know, if it was New York,
if it was New York,
I'd have to think about it because I really do want to go there at least once.
New York Comic Con, I will always pick over San Diego.
Well, you've never. Oh, over San Diego. I thought you were gonna say over anything, but I was gonna be like, you've never been. Don't say
over
that
San. I will always pick New York's only because of word of mouth.
Yeah. So you ready?
Yeah.
Question of the day. Matt Skin.
Matt Skin. Hey, buddy.
Longtime fan of the show. He asked, would you guys ever make Weekday 1-Up merchandise? There's a couple of things about that. I've thought about it.
I've never thought about the... Actually, yeah. We've talked about this.
Oh, yeah. We talk about everything that you think like we're not talking about with our show. We're talking about it. Because we're definitely thinking ahead. We're definitely trying to think into the future. We've probably talked about stuff you wouldn't even imagine we've talked about going with this show. Merchandise is a tough one. Because what goes... Like, say it's a shirt. What goes on the shirt?
Yeah,
we just write Weekday 1-Up? Because we don't own the rights to a 1-Up. We don't own the rights to Yoshi.
Is it our faces? I mean, I feel like that's a bit presumptuous of us. to just put our faces on there.
We need a real logo.
We need a logo.
So that's the first thing. We need a real logo that does not use any Nintendo or other licensed products for the show. And we're thinking about talking to some people about one. Honestly, if you want to make the logo for us, we're not just gonna you can make something out as a fan, and if we like it, we may make it the logo. But also,
send us it. And if
you can also contact us though, and if you're very serious about it. And show us some of your work, and we'll let you know if we do want you to take the time to make something.
And we can always do more than one, T-shirt design.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But we are looking for a real logo.
Yeah, for sure. And, we're planning on doing buttons.
The other thing is, what else would we do beyond that? Once we get the logo, we can put that on stuff.
Snapbacks.
Then we got that. Maybe snapbacks eventually. I mean, but it doesn't go much further. Like, toys of us? That seems a little egotistical.
We just getting the... What is it? The 3D printer thing?
Scan us. You get a toy of the desk and us, and you get a little studio to set up around it. You can change out the posters on the back.
Oh, man.
I don't know, man. Would you guys be interested in merchandise from Weekday 1UP? I mean, clearly Matt Skin is if he's asking about it. But anyone else?
I'm interested in merchandise.
Obviously, we're interested because it'd be cool to have merchandise, and it would fatten up our wallet a little bit and make us be able to do this show on a day where it's not a Sunday where we had to get up at 4 a.m. and work. But that's our own thing.
That's our own thing, and that's not the only reason there's not the only reason we do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely, money is obviously not the reason we do this show, or else we would have stopped a long time ago.
Definitely.
Because we make literally zero. We can't even monetize the videos, and that's a whole nother story, though. We'll get into that one day in an actual Q&A or something if people want to know about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you want to let Dakota take it, because he said he wants to do the outros.
If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can do that right here. Here are our Twitter handles. He's at Cody Reviews. I'm at Mr._Director.
Yeah,
and
give it a second. Now, that's something you gotta learn. When the Twitter thing comes up, it actually takes a minute to go away. You gotta kind of give it a second before you can intro.
Okay, well, is it
well,
gone?
It's good now.
It's gone now.
Now he knows for the future.
All right. See, I wanted to talk more because I felt like he was doing it every episode, and I thought, well, hey, I can do that too, Because I was sitting here while he'd sit there and plug our stuff, and I just...
Yeah.
So I thought, I can do it every
And I was sitting here thinking, why doesn't this guy say something? What a jerk. I wasn't thinking that.
You were taking the lead. Anyway, and while you're at it, while you're out there following us on Twitter, you can share this video on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on... Well, you can't do it on Instagram, on Tumblr.
Why can't you do it on Instagram? If you share a fan art.
If you share fan art. But when you do share anything from us, make sure you use the hashtag WD1UP. Is it over there or over here?
It's right in the middle.
I can't see.
Right in the middle.
It's right here.
You said I can't see it.
I can't.
Yeah, because it's done in post. I can't see it. Where is it? Did I do the outro wrong? It didn't come up.
As a kid when stuff like that would happen, I was little. I literally would think the stuff would pop up in front of them.
Really quick before we go, I'll say when I was a kid, I really thought that when they would have a flashback to where someone was younger, I really thought that they just were that prepared and they recorded that flashback years ago. When they were a kid, and then they waited till they grew up to record the rest of the show.
When I was a kid, I'd see movies like, say, Lady and the Tramp. Mm-hmm. It would, and multiple movies did this. It would show the puppy version of the main character, Lady. It would show her, and she's going through a whole day, and then it would show her go to sleep at night, and then it would cut to the next day, and she was an adult. And in my mind, I didn't realize there was a time skip here of at least a year or two.
Oh, so you thought she was aged.
So I would go to bed, and I'd be like, all right, I'm going to wake up in the morning, I'm going to be an adult.
That's almost as dumb as what I thought.
I know, right? And then I'd wake up, and I'd be like, and I'd look at my hands, and I'd be like, they're still tiny. And I'd be like, dang it, didn't happen. Maybe tomorrow.
Bro, I got to get something in my belly.
All right.
Stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to watch yesterday's video, click right here in the center of the screen.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And read the description to find our other channels, plus our Twitch and more.
Nice, bro.
You should keep that in.